So you boys are in need of some coins and you're on Fc25. You're thinking, okay, what can I do to make some coins? Let me show you in this video right here. Let me explain some simple methods and probably the best method you can do right now. But before I do get into that, leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications on so you never miss another upload. Now let's jump into some methods on how you can make some coins. Now the method that I'm going to be going over is SBC solution trading. Now as you can see, there is a bunch of non-rare cards here. You're seeing 2,000 coins, 3,000 coins, even 4,000 coins on some of these different cards. And you're thinking to yourself, okay, what's so special about these cards? Let's jump over to Footbin and I'll show you exactly what is so amazing. Okay, so we're over on Footbin right now. We're going to go ahead, we go to the active SBCs section and we want to go to the foundations. Now we have these three SBCs right here, the hybrid leagues, the hybrid nations and League of Nation hybrid. All three of these are amazing for this method. Basically what we want to do is we want to go through on here, we want to click on the completed challenge for each section and we want to look for the bit here that will say new, and then obviously you can see created and the time it was created. We want to realistically be looking for any squads created in the last 10 minutes or so, maybe 15, maybe 20 at a push, but I would stick within the last 10 minutes. So you're just going to go through, you're going to look through, and as you can see right here, one was made 1 minute ago and it has the little new tag. So we're going to open that up and we're going to have a look at some of the players that are in this team. So for example, in this case, none of the golds are going to be too good because a lot of them are rares, and I know that Ilicic is pretty common and he's probably like super cheap. So we're going to be having a look at the silver cards. So back over onto the console now, we're going to go on the market, we're going to go and we're going to have a look for the right mid called Mitrovic, 68 rated Stefan Mitrovic. Now we're simply just going to look up his price, see how much he is right now. You can pick him up for 500 coins, so you can go ahead and you can try and make some coins on this card, but because he's not super expensive, I'm going to pass on this card. And basically, you're going to go through, you're going to check all the cards that you think might be inflated in price. So we'll go ahead, we'll look at this guy here as well. We have one at 200, one at 300, and one at 500, so we could buy these up and then list to 500 and make a couple of hundred coins. But again, I'm not going to take the risk on them, even if it is only 500 coins for both of these. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next player. So we have Thielman here, who is 1,000 coins. So now what we can do with 1,000 coins is we can either go and look at bids for 800 coins or less, and we can bid on all these and try and win them that way. Or if you want to just sit on this for a little bit, you can just sit here, try and snipe a couple of these cards. And essentially, this is all the method is. You want to go through, you want to look at cards that are inflated. Because of the SBC solution, a lot of people will be buying these cards, which then causes their price to go up in value. And therefore, you can get them for cheaper because people won't know that they're more expensive than they actually are getting listed for. So pretty much, people will list it still for like the standard price as what it's been beforehand. Even on some cases, you get min price snipes. There's a lot of those 4,000 coin ones that I got for 350, 400 coins. And instantly, I'm making 3,500, 4,000 coin profit just because someone doesn't know the price of an SBC player. Now, I'm back over onto Footbin and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to look for again. Here we go. We've got 5 minutes and 4 minutes. We'll go on to the 5 minute one. Let's see. Now, this is a solution that should work pretty well. I'm going to search through some of these right now. And hopefully one of these players right here will be worth something and I can show you this method in action. Okay, so here is a player that I think is actually worth doing this method with. Not as expensive as some of the other ones that I've been using, but 1,300 coins. If we can get a min price snipe, that's 800 coins a card. So basically what we're going to go ahead and do is, because she's 1,300, we're going to work out the 5% tax, which in this case is 1,235 after tax. So it's basically like a 70 coin or 65 coin loss. So we're just going to go down a couple hundred coins and we're just going to sit here and essentially we're just going to keep sniping until we see some pop up. And we're just going to buy them. As simple as that. We're just going to sit here and try and snipe as many of these cards as possible while this card's still got value. And then once this card starts dipping back down in value, you just move on and you repeat the process. Okay, there we go. We messed up a little bit, but we still managed to get it. We got one for 900 coins. We're just going to list for 1.3. And then obviously she might take a little bit of a little while to sell, but still that is profit. We made 300 coin profit on that just simply by sitting here doing this, and we didn't snipe for that long either, so honestly that was pretty quick compared to what some of the snipes have taken. But that kind of goes to show that this method does sort of work, and you can just sit here and chill out, put on a podcast, listen to some music, do some other stuff while you're just sat here sniping cards. And on the odd occasion, you will run into cards that are sort of that 4,000 coins, 3,000 coin mark. And when you do run into them cards, then you're going to be making absolute bank. So it's sort of trial and error. We have another player from the same SBC, and I've messed up the snipe majorly there. We've missed one for 450 coins. And he wasn't even popping up at 2,000. So there we go. Here's another great example of it. A little bit more expensive for this card as well. So I reckon it'll be 2,200. Yeah, there we go. We want to list at 2,200 for this card. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to snipe at 1,800, 1,500 if you want to be super safe. And also another tip I'll give you guys, when you're trying to snipe these cards, do it on your squad screen. Go to the transfer market by hitting L1 and then do it through this screen. It's much smoother because EA have decided, oh yeah, let's just kill the menus this year. Let's make them super slow and make it impossible for people to actually use the menus. So yeah, just sit here in this screen and snipe them this way. And as you can see, we just hit min price, 400 coins. We're going to list it out for 2,200. That's the easiest profit I'm ever going to make, to be honest. I searched like 4 or 5 times and I got one for min price. You can't ask for much better than that. Oh, damn. I missed one for 1,000. And I missed one for 500. Oh, I'm messing everything up. My mechanics are not on point right now. This menu delay as well is not helping. But we've just seen 3 of them and we've searched 20 times. So if you're good and you know how to snipe and you've mastered the timing on these menus, you're going to be making a lot of coins. There we go. We have another one we can list up for 2,200 again. We got another one for min price at 350. Okay, there we go. We are cooking, boys. This is exactly what I mean. There's another one for 500. We missed that one, but like this is exactly what I mean. Obviously, it takes some time to find the right player, the right solution that pops up. A lot of the time, it's just repeats of old solutions. And certain players won't rise, certain solutions won't work. But once you find one of these ones, you can sit here for 10-15 minutes on the same player, or basically until they drop back down in price, and you can just keep sniping these players over and over again, and you could just make unlimited coins. Like, it depends. It fully just depends on how long the player stays up in value, and that all kind of relies on how long it stays in the footbin search page and how far up it is on the search page. Obviously, that's why I'm saying try and stay within that 10-minute range, and if you're within that 10-minute range, you should have a pretty easy time sniping. There's another one for 950. I'm going to try and snipe one more, and then I'll show you guys my transfer list with all these players that we sniped in this video, so you can see that I'm not just lying. I mean, you should have seen enough proof by now, but you know, some people are weird. So let me cut to one I've sniped one more player and then I'll show you my transfer list. There we go, 450 coins again. This guy is popping up like crazy right now. Let me go over to my transfer list and let me just show you how good this is. And he's actually insta-selling for us as well, which is great. It's always good when they insta-sell. But as you can see, we got the Hansen from earlier for 1,300 and all these El Cabbies for 2,200. And obviously, as you can see, there's a bunch of players here that I've been using. I would say try and stay away from silvers. A lot of the time, like silvers like this, it's a rare occasion. Bronzes aren't too much because you can actually go ahead and get them for pretty cheap sometimes, like 200-300 coins, and then flip for 900 coin profit. But if you're having to spend like 2k on a bronze or a silver, I would not recommend it. But there we have it. There's the method that I think is probably the best method right now to trade on FC25, and it's super easy. You don't have to use much brain power. It's as simple as going on Footbin, go into the solutions, finding one that has a player that's up in value because of the solution, sit there, snipe it for a little bit, move on to the next solution, rinse and repeat, and make yourself millions of coins doing this. There's people that do this for a living by making coins and selling the coins. It's insane how good solution trading is, especially how good it is early on in FIFA cycle. But if this did help you out in any way, shape or form, do leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications on so you never miss another upload, and I'll catch you boys in the next one.